everybody! Welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We're working our way through the challenges. Thanks to you, not you. Have a heart. I don't even remember have a heart. We'll probably finish the red challenges and then move on to doing a couple of random runs. Just to, again, palate cleanse a little bit. So have a heart starts you with one heart and many empty containers, which is very bad because we cannot grab spirit hearts, despite getting Book of Revelations as our first item here. So just don't shoot a bomb at me, please. Thank you. We do have Charm of the Vampire, so basically we just need to kill some enemies, and after we kill some enemies, we'll probably be pretty safe here. I mean, it's not a very high-powered start to a run. Starting with Charm of the Vampire is worth slightly more than 0. But I would just like to see like a single little heart drop. Crazy little heart red drop. Let's try that again. Crazy little red heart drop. This thing called hearts. I just don't start with it. This thing called hearts. Various other words would go here, so get ready. Crazy little placeholder song. We actually did get some HP back in the middle there. So, oh, dude, this would be an ideal black market because we could give up all these heart containers we're never going to use anyway, but I digress because apparently no longer relevant. We have 9 cents. We could buy red hearts. Really, this seems like one where we want to get a deal with the devil, though. Get a deal with the devil, trade HP, then all of a sudden Book of Revelations can actually work. We might as well use Book of Revelations, and the idea is that we'll fight a boss that gives us a guaranteed cube of meat. Obviously, the Spirit Heart is not worth quite as much as I would like, but that worked, and I'm kind of amazed. I don't think there's any other way we can make this happen. We need, like, an unconverter. Like the reverter from the shop, which is an item that doesn't exist, but, you know, I got you thinking. Either way, we're just going to move along. As long as we can keep our red hearts high, there's pretty much no chance to lose this run. I'll spend 2 keys going to this room. Why not? I want that, and then we'll reroll the rest, because we can't use them. And oddly enough, one of the few times I'm going to be happy to reroll a spirit heart into a single penny. This single penny. Yeah, look, I don't really have any particular reverence for the song Crazy Little Thing Called Love. I don't think it's a bad song in particular. Not my favorite. Let's see what we got in here. Wooden nickel and the miter. There's something like uniquely hilarious about this because we can't actually use spirit hearts, but we can use red hearts. But I took it anyway, so I get who's laughing now. I would like a better spacebar item, please. Well, for 2 cents, I could buy 5 cents. Wait, for 5 cents, I could buy 2 cents. I had it backwards. I don't think we want to do that. Let's try the card. It's Hanged Man. And apart from that, we'll just move along. So I guess we can't buy red hearts from the shop earlier in this run. You may remember I erroneously said, I'll just buy some spirit hearts from the shop. No! I pressed Hanged Man to try to get out of that bucket of syrup as quickly as possible. No such luck, dude. Although it might be a little bit on the not as zany side for y'all, I am thinking that I'll probably never use Book of Revelations again unless we can get Spirit Hearts out of it. And the reason for that is quite simple. 1 cube of meat is kind of like the optimum amount when you factor in the opportunity cost of what we would have to spend to get more cubes of meat, which is missing whatever our other bosses are going to give us. The worst upgrade is level 1. Oh, there goes our deal with the devil chance. Mostly. The worst upgrade is level 1 to level 2. You know, we could have gotten a tears upgrade. We could have gotten a damage upgrade instead. Instead, we turn our familiar into, or sorry, our orbital into something that shoots a little bit. Not valuable, like, in the least. Well, this is very scary. Didn't really want to go to the other double key room. I just figured I'd spent enough keys on this run. Just give me, like, HP. Epiphora is good. We might actually die on this one. which has me a little bit surprised. Mind you, it might be like the super wrong run to try to be using an orbital to deal damage. Rarely does that stop me, though. Just need to get a little bit of HP back. Nothing. Now, I will say, on a run like this, might be tempted to get a 3rd or 4th level cube of meat, which requires, by necessity, us going through level 2, unfortunately. Why would I appreciate that? Well, because we wouldn't have to walk into enemies to kill them, and if it triggers lifesteal, even better. There we go. So I think that there's more of a gimmick to this run than I originally thought. You don't just start with no HP. No HP drops. You have to get all of your HP via lifesteal, or by HP upgrades, I suppose. Would also be functional. This could be a little bit on the trickier side. What we should be shooting for then is an opportunity to like deal as much damage as possible. Like, it is, in a way, here's the like the ultimate thing that kind of sucks about almost all these challenges. In the end, most of the challenge strategies boil down to get a good run. Like, I don't want to pull back the veil, but that's pretty much how Isaac works. I don't think it's emblematic of Isaac being a bad game at all. I think it's just... Oh, dude, we'll totally take restock. I think it's more just like... Sure, Justice could have been HP, I thought, but apparently not. Let's try it again. Sun card. That's more along the lines of what we're looking for. I think it's more just the challenges. For all the gimmicks represent kind of like a novel starting position. However... In Isaac, if you get a great run, like if you get high damage in particular, you're probably going to ball out, right? So, no challenge can really stop that. The Sun card there was 10 out of 10. That was an ideal pickup. Take 2 and call me in the morning. Now, all I want to do is stay like as far away from this guy as Earth will allow me to. Our speed is pretty good, so I'm less worried about that than I would otherwise be. Just land a shot, get your 100% deal with the devil, and then, like, oh, dude! He might just give me pennies, but still, little Chad. This could still be good. Don't give up hope. Alright, it stunk hugely. That's okay. I really think, I mean, it goes to Mom's heart, so on the womb we might start to have some issues here in terms of our amount of HP. But the Sun card is going to buy us an awful lot of time. The miter is making me laugh here. Maybe the deals with the devil are designed to not give you... I mean, it's pretty rich to just go on one sample size, but maybe they're designed to not give you red hard deals, because that would make things maybe a little too easy. I'm fine with red chest deals. I just like, you know, one of them to have Guppy's head in it. That's pretty much the optimum outcome for us there. We've already sort of compromised our deal with the devil chance here, so... Go for that. I think he's paying out with money, which means we're pretty much completely incapable of turning that into HP because the shop no longer has any red hearts. But okay, there's a big get for us. Jar of Flies is actually like 10 out of 10. I think we're gonna be fine. I mean, this again, there's like 6 challenges I even remember the name of. And some of them might be like, oh, NL, you think you've got early onset dementia or something like that. I feel relatively confident in the health of my brain. Mental health, I'm like 75% confident. I think I got an okay kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Constitution. I think I got an okay constitution. But in terms of like the actual biological health of my brain, I think it's holding it together for the most part. Sometimes people say, like, NL, how can you not remember that? That happened yesterday. My dude, you see how many videos go up on this channel on a daily basis? It's absurd. I don't remember, you know, what I said in an Isaac video yesterday most of the time, unless the Isaac video that went up yesterday was recorded, like, 2 minutes before the one that went up just now, you know? I'm keeping a lot of information in the brain here, not least of which is like, oh, how do you know, when to use a weak pointer versus a shared pointer? And you're like, I don't know. The correct answer is just use C# instead. Anyway, we got 2 keys. Let's pop them in here. We should do this close to the bomb that we can get there, but I just don't care about that. Head of the Keeper's fine. Guppy's head is awesome, and Bomb Bag is great as well. But honestly, I think I'm going to stick with Jar of Flies. No, I would not sleep in this jar of flies. So toss me out. That's a reference to the song that comes on after Bent on Matchbox 20's 2001 album that I've forgotten the name of. Kind of a deep cut. And honestly, deep cut B-side reference, in this case, does not imply good reference. It's a fundamental error on my part. So just blow these guys up. This will probably take care of the riffraff. No. They're all one hit away. And we should kill the flies and then double tap the poop and that'll take care of the silkworms, maybe? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Doesn't really matter. Skinny Odd Mushroom, you might think I'm disappointed. Quite the opposite. This is 10 out of 10. Allows us to fire faster. Now, if we could actually become Guppy or at least get the mulligan, it's kind of a big ask, but if we could make that happen, I would be stoked. Jar of Flies, still fine. You might think that it's kind of like compromised its existence. There was like, by Isaac standards, there's a big debate in the community way back in the day. It's like, is Skinny Odd Mushroom good or bad? I've come down, like, firmly on the side of this is good. Technology 2, kind of bad. But Skinny Odd Mushroom, double our rate of fire, halve our damage. More than double our rate of fire once we get Epiphora popping. Although that's kind of like moving the goalposts, I suppose. Absolutely. So we didn't get hit, and I was hoping, against hope, that would lead to us getting a deal with the devil that arguably we didn't really deserve. That's okay. This, I think, is actually a deceptively hard challenge. Like, I don't know how I fared on this one back in the day. Was that a clandestine Michael Faraday reference? No, he's not even my favorite physicist. We're talking Andre Ampere or bust, dude. Of Maxwell's equations, it is the longest and strangest of all. Hook me up. But I think there's a couple of cards that break the game. The Empress isn't one of them, but the Sun is. We'll try to come back to this curse room if necessary, or if we take damage like ever, and then that'll be that. But yeah, I don't know how we fared on this one back in the day, but it's not super easy. If we didn't have that Sun card, we would be in a much, much trickier spot. Now, mind you, at this point, we do have the Sun card, so it seems like we'll probably just waltz our way to victory. Hopefully that does end up being the case. Highly not worth it, unless we get a key back so we can go to the shop, but this is where you give us... I don't even think 9 lives is something we should take unless it guarantees Guppy. I don't think the Empress card is worth it for this cost either. But yeah, okay. We're still moving on here. It would have been great to get a black market on the, on that crawl space we got earlier. That would have given us, like, probably the easiest finish to this challenge I could imagine. If we got decent shop items, traded our HP away, we're able to hold Spirit Hearts, those Spirit Hearts would give us the ability to almost certainly get a deal with the devil. Those deals with the devil presumably, you know, lead to us being stacked right now. We're still fine. Really, it's amazing what one Sun card did for us on this run, but if that had been a black market instead of a crawl space, we'd be, like, even better. That was way too much effort to get 3 cents for a bomb. That was, like, a bad trade, and it was annoying to hook up in the first place. But I think we more or less have this one under control. Not a quick one, though. One we want to be a little bit more careful on. And the other thing is, like, you might still be a little bit displeased about the fact that we gave up on possibly getting a 4th level Meat Boy here, which would have been nice as well, but I don't know. I think it's a common opinion among people who've played Isaac for a long, long time. I kind of think Cuba Meat's overrated. Like, 3rd level Meat Boy, 3rd level Bandage Girl, and 4th level as well. Not as good as you would originally think, I think. Give me a health downgrade. It would actually be amazing. Speed down, irrelevant more or less. Luck up, lovely, but not strictly what we're looking for. So I think we're down to the depths 2. This is our boss rush floor. I could be persuaded. What I really want to see, though, especially with restock, is a key and then a shop with no greed in it. Because that could allow us to work our way over to Hive Mind. Oh, good. Just what we're looking for. More HP. If we can get Hive Mind, all of a sudden, like, all of our run, like the whole everything of it, is tied up a little bit stronger. BFF would also be pretty swell. But, like, notice we're not even talking about, like, our HP anymore. Mostly because we're actually able to kill things relatively quickly now, and as a result, we don't have to worry as much about, you know, if we lose one half-heart, it could take us, you know, 12 enemies to get it back. Kind of rocking it right now. We do still have an item room to get to as well, so I might have actually skipped some now that I think about it. Maybe I do have early onset dementia. I don't know. Probably not. I think it's... You don't understand, like, multitasking. It's harder than you think. Everybody goes, NL, you missed this, you missed this, you missed this. I'm not trying to act like I have an infallible brain or anything like that, but there's a reason they tell you not to text and drive, you know? It's diverts your focus. Admittedly, part of it is that you're not looking at the road, but part of it is instead of thinking about, oh, well, there's this weirdo in the other lane, what are they trying to do? They might come over into my lane, so I got to set up like this, blah, 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 and, you know, drive a little defensively. You're like, she texted me a winking emoji with an eggplant after it. What does that mean? I got to go to Urban Dictionary, look it up, see what that means in today's day and age, right? It diverts your focus, it distracts you. For some people, at least. I also think sometimes when I'm recording, I'm more focused. Because I have skin in the game, you know what I mean? Maybe not, because that's a weird expression to use there. What I mean by that is, you know, people are going to be watching the content, so at some point, they're going to judge it and be like, "NL, why'd you take damage on this room?" I mean, I sure hope someone got fired for that gaffe. Sometimes it, you know, the finer points start to slip up. Like forgetting to go to the item room. Particularly on challenge runs, because not all or even most of the challenge runs even have item rooms. So it's sort of variable to begin with. So we are sacking a lot of HP here. I can't necessarily recommend that you do this for yourself. But I'm going to try. Speed up. I can see forever. Well, at least we can get out for free. That gives us some more plays here.
2 of spades.
Experimental treatment. Damage down, luck up, speed down. That's a bad draw on experimental treatment. I think everyone's probably well aware of that fact. Not bad enough to be scary, and it did take us to the point where we're 1 away from spun. But bad enough to be at least mildly annoying. We should actually, I still think the best use of our bombs, they're good bombs, Brent, but we could use them to, oh, it's a tiers upgrade. I think we don't need that as much as we need, I mean, that could work, oh, there you go. As much as we need to get spun, basically, which gave us a 3 damage upgrade and a speed upgrade, and then telepills. We're still looking for the shop, though. Knock that out, and, you know, maybe telepills is like a blessing in disguise. We'll get another telepills, use that to teleport out of boss rush with 2 guppy items. How do we get 2 guppy items out of 1 boss rush? I don't know. There's gonna have to be like a diplopia involved at some point. I haven't really thought that far ahead, but like bank it because it's definitely happening. We got our long lost Empress card back as well. Now, I know I've said this like 6 times over the course of this episode, but this one should be in the books now. Look at how many syringes we got sticking out of our arms. That's collateral damage, baby. You really leave it all on the line in this business. Stay away. Thank you. Alright. Good use of a bomb. Sure. Why not? Why not take an item that is one of the few items that could completely ruin my chances of success? Pay to play is not worth much, but would I rather pay to play or a reroll? Like, the reroll from pay to play is 1 item and 7 cents. We got 3 cents to work for everything, so that's good. I don't think car battery does it for us. Mom's purse I don't think is worth the squeeze here. Mom's key is a little late to be useful, I think. Box of friends is not good enough. Champion belt is. Blank card Empress. Now, to be honest with you, I do like blank card, but I kind of prefer Jar of Flies right now. Devil card. Now we just work towards maybe getting a sun card. I'll tell you what. Let's use our moon card. Kill Mom. Take an item from Boss Rush. Moon card out. Grab the Emperor card. Use it on the first floor. Give ourselves a chance to deal with it. Like, I see the whole run laid out in front of me right now. We do have a chance, and not a terrible chance, to deal with the devil here. As long as we don't get hit against Mom. Highly questionable. Oh, okay, I hit myself despite... I backed up, and then I was like, wait, I gotta get closer to actually land this shot. Turns out, joke's on me. What is under... What is that red? That's Buddy in a box right now? It's like a weird Tetris block or something? No thank you. No thank you. That time will come. We're gonna do our fair share of delirium runs, no question. So these are kind of garbage items. I'm gonna take Rainbow Baby because it's free, but sure, wait what is also okay here.
The moon.
Because we're trying to get, I mean, a Sun card would be 10 out of 10. An Emperor card is like an 8. Judgment. Let's pop it. I was kind of hoping for Demon Judgment. That might be a stupid ask. I think you can tell what's coming there. Moon. And that's it. So we'll start by blowing up you. I don't really want to give you money. I'd rather go for another card. Well, sorry to do this. Matchstick. We just want the Emperor card. No, not the Empress. 5 HP doesn't make me the happiest boy. That's 6 HP, by the way. Common, it's a classic Northernlion problem. Try for a second secret room that, I guess if it had red hearts, would actually be full of single pennies, if that were the case. No? Alright, let's escape then. I think it is important that we use the Emperor card right away, because it gives us this deal with the devil chance if we don't get hit, which is, I mean, questionable, but is there anything? I only really want to use the Emperor card to get through rooms that are too annoying to do normally, because we could get drops or HP back in the interim period. So I'm like definitely not gonna do a big room. I could hit myself. That is valid. We're at this point, maybe we should just go for... No. I hate that room. Easiest decision of my life. Okay. Lose Bob's brain. And then pop Jar of Flies. And then let Jar of Flies do, like, all of your dirty work for you. Oh, and Epiphora is killing it. Greatest shot of my life. We gotta deal with the Angel. We also got Pentagram, which is very good. Well, pretty good, apparently. And we get Holy Light, which is great. Let's fight the Angel statue for effectively no reason. But a Holy Light, Epiphora, and a really strong rate of fire to begin with is great. Is that panic power? The more you get hit, the more damage you do? Over the course of a floor, though. Wait, what? It's exactly the same as Bloody Lust, if that's the case. So I'm assuming that I'm incorrect here. Alright, we got 5.5 HP. We still lost HP on that floor. Probably because we fought a boss we had no reason to fight. Fair enough. A Demon Judgment is still... We should just kill it. Like, there's no reason for us to fight it. And we should never use our orbital. Our tears are potent. You know, we're gonna have a way above average rate of fire with, like, probably average damage. And a great tear effect. Holy Light plus great rate of fire is, like, it's up there. So just coast this one to the finish. Nice length of a challenge and a fun one nonetheless. I got to talk about the health of my brain. My favorite Backstreet Boys song. Show you the health of my brain. I think this is the kind of challenge that it does depend, like your ability to beat it to some extent depends on the quality, or the kind of run you get. Because all runs obviously depend on the quality of the items you get, but like, if you had a super glass cannon, like no lifesteal ever, no ability to kill enemies, I guess, to activate Charm of the Vampire, you're done. And things like Bloody Penny are not going to do it for you. But we just got like a nice little menagerie of items that managed to make this happen. And did you call it a menagerie just to use the word menagerie? Yes, I did. I think it's a great word. It's no secret many of the best words in English are actually just French. But I don't even know how to use menagerie in like a context that's that uses the original definition of the word. Like, I can't believe it's not butter. That's right, it's margarine. Menagerine, that's not really a good joke, honestly, in the whole scheme of things. But, and we never lost any heart containers over the course of this run, which is not bragging. I mean, we took damage, we just never lost any heart containers, which would have been very nice. You know, we would have had spirit hearts that could have given us deals with the devil. This is the quintessential example of, like, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. But we're out. I never want to see this one again. What do we get for it? 2 new pills. Oh, that's right. We're in the pill section of the game now. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.